Hi thespians, so I wanted to give you an idea of what the pacing in an absurdist play quite often would be like. So the pace is important to the theatre of the absurd, and that's because if you lose the pace, you lose the meaning very quickly. And generally the point of an absurdist play is it's almost like a tennis match. Dialogue should come very, 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 very quickly between characters. And quite often that's because the conversation is not meant to make sense on the surface. Underneath the surface, there's always a deeper meaning. But what will happen is that if your dialogue comes too slowly, then the meaning of the play is lost, and you actually you have a breakdown in some of the tension and the atmosphere that you're trying to create. The first opening scene of opening a Fuzzwallop's frame of mind, which we've been looking at in class, is supposed to be quite quick in pace, and you'll see that in the opening where the stage directions say that Judith and Jethro should be waltzing together to the Blue Danube, which is that waltzing song that's very famous from movies. It goes and so that is one of the given circumstances that you'll find in this play text. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to read the opening scene as all of the characters that you see, and I want you to pay close attention to the way that each character cuts off the other in terms of the dialogue. Interrupting is something that's very common in theatre of the absurd and in absurdist plays. So I want you to pay close attention to how quickly each character replies and what that does to the pace and to keep the momentum happening in this scene, because you really don't want it to drag on, particularly when it's something that's supposed to be nonsense, I guess, in theatre of the absurd. So we're going to start with the same scene that we did this lesson. Just give me a second. Okay. So at the start of the scene, it's just Judith and Jethro, and what you'll notice about them is that one of them, usually it's Jethro, likes to finish the other person's sentence. All right, so they're waltzing. Jethro, darling, do you sometimes wonder what it would have been like if we had... Yes. Well, tell me again. Why didn't we? It was the unknown, the unfamiliar, the unascertained, the undiscovered, the unexplored, the uninvestigated, the unrevealed, the unearthed. Thank you, darling. The unearthed. The fact was, we were, don't say, scared, frightened, alarmed, worried, unsure, terrified, apprehensive. We were afraid. Thank you, darling. Afraid. But we're comfortable, are we not? Why, yes, I suppose so. And we're happy. Actually, now that I consider it, no. So you are happy? No, as in no, I'm not happy. Well, why don't you look at your jewelry? I don't think that's going to make me happy anymore. She made me realize that money can't buy certain things. Yes, it can buy sapphire rings and ruby diamonds, but it can't buy diamonds? Freedom. The ability to fly like a bird, soar like an eagle, to come down from the bleachers and onto the field, to cut the... Jethro, please, give me a chance. To walk out the door. So as you can see, what I did there is the main parts of the dialogue that were meant to be almost like a tennis match are said very quickly. The exchange is very quick, one towards the other, okay, and back and forth. The only time I slowed down was when Judith was saying something that I guess foreshadowed what's to come in the play later on. So to walk out the door, we know that in Fuzzwallop, the door is symbolic for breaking free of the mind frame or breaking free of your comfort zone, all right? I'm going to do the next part of this opening scene when Wilma comes in. And this time I'm going to try and focus my attention in particular areas so that you can see when I'm playing a different character. So this is the part where something has just appeared in the middle of the stage. What on Jupiter is it? How did it get here? Oh, for goodness sakes, Jeffrey, we know how it got here. How, darling? Well, I was sitting over there, minding my own jewelry when what? Yes, darling, what? What? Yes, what? What? When this thing appeared right before my very eyes. It was as though it appeared out of thin air, as though it came from nowhere, as though it suddenly became visible, as though it raised and became evident, as though it came into being. Thank you, darling. As though it came into being. Yes, but what exactly is it? It has all the obligatory qualities, along with the organic neurons of being a goat, an alien, a fuzzwallop. A fuzzwallop? A fuzzwallop? No, a fuzzwallop. No, it couldn't be that. No, it couldn't. Frankly said, there is no way it could. But let Frankly decide. Frankly? Who's Frankly? I don't know a Frankly. You just said, Frankly said. I certainly don't know a Frankly. Well, of course you wouldn't, Jeffro. We do not socialize with the Franklies. We don't? No. Oh, they're of, of what? You know. No, I don't know. The Franklies are of the lower class. I see. So again, the exchange is quite quick, and what that does, guys, it actually builds the confusion between the people on stage, and then you have the audience kind of in this dizzying moment of what on earth are they talking about and why are they going so crazy. So that's really important for you to remember as you direct your scenes. We're going to continue doing that this lesson, and I want you to try and employ those sorts of fast-paced dialogue into your scenes so that you can build momentum and build the confusion and build more of that dizzying effect for the audience.